So King Charles, I still can't get used to that. I think of him as Prince Charles. But King Charles recently reunited with Prince Harry after 4 years. But according to reports, Harry still has no relationship with his brother, Prince William. Which insiders describe as so broken. Does Harry making peace with Dad open a door to the royal family reunion? Or not?
I sure hope so.
I mean,
we know that the king has been in ailing health, and we wish him all of the best. And I think it's really important that Prince Harry is making the effort to try to rectify that relationship. You never were promised another day with a loved one, but I think of my husband and his brother, we all live in the same town. They're best friends, they're business partners. To think of them ever having a rift that they couldn't fix is just heartbreaking to me. Yeah. And then also really sad is the kids. They both have the cousins who've never even met each other. And if they were able to work through, that's my understanding is that they haven't. So just if they could somehow rectify this, it would be so great for all of their kids to get to grow up with the cousins too.
That's really what I thought. Is just I'm glad that even if the brothers aren't getting along, that Prince Harry was able to see his dad, because you know that he hasn't been well, and we've talked about that a lot. And for him to see his grandbabies and to see his son, I think was so important. Family trouble is the worst and the hardest.
Yeah, but this is about, I think this is about rivalry of some sort. I mean, you have William is the heir to the throne, and Harry is like the other.
No, I think it's the treatment of Meghan Markle. That really was.
That didn't help, but they would not treat William's wife that way. Honestly, because he's going to be the next.
Well, if she was Meghan Markle, they might have.
Think of Cain and Abel, okay?
But you know, I have my, God knows I have my own family drama, and family drama is very complicated, but I don't know what the hell is going on in England and Great Britain, because between the Beckhams and the Royals, I'm having a hard time figuring out and keeping up with what the cause of what was. I mean, what happened here? Did Camilla dance inappropriately on Harry at the wedding? What are we fighting about?
On Harry?
I don't think
Yes, it's a whole thing with Victoria Beckham. I'll explain it during the break. It involves Mark Anthony in a song. I'll give you the 101.
I knew there
Do
was
you
a
all
name
know what
to
I'm talking about?
Yes.
I knew there was a Latino name to drop in this segment.
But the British press is also brutal. Like, let us remember that, honestly, that's what the paparazzi was what caused Princess Diana's passing. And when you look at how they have responded, and it's almost like they get involved in everything, and I think it's endorsed. It's okay.
I think it was such a significant factor in a rift that was already there, but making it worse. In their treatment of Meghan, if you see the sheer number of headlines in the language.
Was that about race?
A lot of it was tied to race. In the British press, I mean, we've dealt with it to a little degree. The tabloids there are so much more vicious than they are here. It is like they go low, they go deep, and they think that there are no boundaries off limits. So I do respect Harry for protecting his wife, but now I feel like it's time for everyone to try to come together.
In this country, the administration is mean to the press, not the opposite.
Yeah, this is more the tabloid journalism versus more like real journalism.
It's sad, because we all remember these two brothers, particularly, you know, the images of these two brothers after Diana, their mom, died. And they were so close. They were so close with their dad. And William and Kate have gone through their own challenges. Kate has been facing cancer as well. So you would think it'd be a time when he could really use the support and friendship of his brother.
And I wasn't always the biggest defender of Meghan Markle, and I think having a child and being postpartum made me have so much more sympathy toward her, because some of the hardest moments she had when she openly talked about dealing with depression and being in the spotlight and all of the negativity she was facing, when you're dealing with those postpartum emotions and hormones and you're in just protective mode, they did the best thing for their family.
You can relate to that right now?
Completely.
You still have it?
It's starting to dwindle, but like I could still cry at the drop of a pin.
Really?
Me too, and it's been more than a few years.
Well, I don't know. I just think that, you know, when one's going to be the king, as Mel Brooks says, it's good to be the king.
I don't think that's it.
Because I mean, that's always been a dynamic between them, and there wasn't a problem.
Okay, Anna, I'm going to say to you, you can either be the queen or you can be somebody else.
Can I tell you something?
Somebody else gets to have more fun.
His book is called Spare. Like, he does acknowledge it.
What was the name of the queen's sister?
Oh, I know. It was in...
Margaret.
Margaret.
Okay, that lady had fun.
Yes, that's who I was.
She had men, she had drinks. drinks, she had ciggies, she was flying
Being
all
royal
over the world.
adjacent is much better than
Yeah.
being royal itself, I
Yes.
think.
I don't think so.
Getting a royal stipend, a crown, a plane, and a title, and doing whatever the hell I want without having
first
to
of
be
all,
queen. Yes,
okay,
sign me
first,
up.
I don't mean to sound sexist, but these are boys now. These are not girls. You're talking about Margaret. It's different. Look at what's going on in Congress. They can't get go of that power. It's masculine.
It might
It's
be
about
their T levels.
It's the T level.
It's the tea